So there's a new gearing system coming out in patch 10.1, and it looks a little bit complicated, but once you have taken a look at it and see how it actually works, you will get used to it. And I think that this upgrade system benefits for more or less every single type of player out there. So I hope this presentation will help you understand a little bit more about how the upgrade system will work at 10.1, so we are ready for it, and hopefully it will be a good thing so that we don't have to get new upgrades every time, for every patch, for every expansion, and so on. I think this one can actually hold. Anyway, let's take a look. Alright, so in patch 10.1, we will get something called Shadowflame Crest and Flightstones. The Shadowflame Crest works as something that you give that makes you be allowed to upgrade a certain piece of gear. The Flightstones is more as cash that you pay so you can actually do it. So basically, if you have a piece of gear, a 405 eye level hands, and you want to upgrade that, you will use Shadowflame Crest that allows you to upgrade it. And then you'll also use Flightstones as cash, so the cost to actually upgrade it. And once you have both, you'll upgrade it and you'll get a new piece of gear that is nice and upgraded. The Shadowflame Crest comes in different types. We have 4 different ones. We have Whelpling Crest, Drake Crest, Worm Crest, and Aspect Crest. Also in 10.1, we'll get certain types of gear. One is called Explorer Gear. We also have Adventurer, Veteran, Champion, Hero, and Mythic. All these type of gear can be upgraded. Explorer can be upgraded 8 times, Adventurer 8 times, Veteran 8 times, Champion 8 times, but the Hero gear can only be upgraded 5 times. Also, the Mythic gear cannot be upgraded. If you have now put 2 and 2 together, you probably figure out now that you're gonna need a crest based on what gear it is, and also a certain type of crest to actually upgrade the gear. When it comes to Explorer gear, you can upgrade it from 376 all the way to 398. You do not need any crest to do that, only the Flightstones. When it comes to Adventurer gear, the first 4 ranks, 389 to 398, you do not need any crest to upgrade it. However, if you want to upgrade the last 4 upgrades, you need a Whelpling Crest for each upgrade, and that lets you upgrade from 402 all the way to 411 eye level, which will be the highest eye level for Adventurer. When it comes to the Veteran gear, you will need Shadowflame Crest to upgrade the first 4 ranks of Veteran gear, 402 to 411. If you want to upgrade it even further, the last 4 ranks, well then you need instead Drake Crests. 4 is needed to upgrade all 4 ranks, from rank 5 to 8, 415 eye level to 424 eye level. When it comes to the Champion gear, you will need the Drake Crest to upgrade the first 4 ranks of Champion gear, 415 to 424 eye level. But if you want to upgrade the last 4 ranks, yes, then you need the Worm Crest to do that. And then you get the last 4 ranks, 428 to 437 eye level. When it comes to the Hero gear, you will need Worm Crest to upgrade the first 4 ranks of Hero gear, 428 to 437. But Hero gear has only 5 ranks, not 8. So the last rank of Hero gear, then you need the Aspect Crest. When you upgrade that for the last rank, you get 441 eye level. And as I mentioned, Mythic gear cannot be upgraded, so you still have it as 441 eye level. Alright, so now when we know a little bit more about how the quest actually upgrades the gear, let's look into the gear. Here you have all 6 types of gear again, with eye levels under them. We're gonna take a look at where you actually get this gear from, and we're gonna hop in to the Veteran directly. Veteran gear has a limited quantity in outdoor content, sufficient camps, and the weekly rapid quest. You can also get Veteran gear from M+ dungeons, where the chest in the end will give you get reward. And Veteran gear from the end run chest is all the way up to +8 keystone. You can also get Veteran gear from Raid Finder when you loot the bosses. When it comes to the Champion gear, you can get it from the new world boss that is coming out. There's also limited circumstances that you can get it from sufficient camps, and you can get it from M+ dungeons, from the end run chest, between a +9 to a +16 key. The Great Vault will also reward you with Champion gear all the way up to a +7 key, and you can get it from normal raids. When it comes to the Hero gear, you can get it from M+ dungeons, but now it's from a +17 and above. The Great Vault will give it to you as well if you complete a +8 to a 15 key. And you can also get it from Heroic raiding. And when it comes to the Mythic gear, you can get it from the Great Vault when you complete a +16 or higher, and you can also get it from Mythic Raid. So now we know how we will get the different pieces of gear. Now let's take a look at where we can get the different crests. Now these images that I put here, it's not the actual images that you will see in game. You don't know how they look yet. So this is just for visual purposes. Whelpling. You can get the Whelpling crest from outdoor content such as World Quest, random treasures, non-elite mobs, and more. You can also get the crest from M+ dungeons all the way up to +5. And there is a bonus. If you complete that dungeon, you get 5 fragments. If you complete it in time, you will get 12 instead of Whelpling. You can also get it from Raid Finder bosses, where each boss can drop 10 and the end boss will drop 15. So before we move further, now you probably noticed that I'm talking about fragments and not the actual crests. And that's true. You get fragments that you make into a crest. So if you want to make a Whelpling crest, you need 15 fragments of Whelpling fragments. If you want to make a Drake crest, you need 15 Drake fragments that you turn into a Drake crest. If you want to make a Worm crest, you need 15 Worm fragments to make it into a Worm crest. And the last one, the Aspect, you will need 15 Aspect fragments to make it into an Aspect crest. Alright, let's move on. So the Drake one, you'll get it from outdoor content, but limited quantity. It can drop from elite mobs, weekly wrapper, and some events. You will also get it from +6 to +10 and plus dungeons. And there is a bonus, as before, 5 fragments for completing, but 12 if you do it in time. The fragments also drops from normal raids, bosses drop 10 and boss drop 15. When it comes to the Worm crest, you will get the fragments from +11 to +15, where there's a bonus of 5 fragments when completing, but 12 if you do it in time. You can also get it from heroic raiding, bosses drop 10 and boss drops 15. And the last one, the Aspect, comes from M+ dungeons if you do a 16 or above, where there's also a bonus of 5 fragments for completing, but 12 if you do it in time. And the fragments also drops from the Mythic Raid bosses, 10 from the normal bosses in Mythic Raid, and 15 from the end boss. Whew! That was quite a lot of information. Now don't worry, man. Once we are in this system, we will get used to it. Once we are playing it, we'll get used to it. And, you know, everything will be fine. I have put some links down below. 2 of them comes from the blue post where Blizzard explained more of these things and also like fact questions, stuff like that. So if you want some more info, you can like read those things as well. As usual, I'll also update like the website when it comes to all the gear and all the things like that. worldofmoody.com. Now, I normally don't say this, I notice on my videos, but except for the website, I also stream. Twitch.tv/Moody. You can check it out there. You can hang out there. What else do? I have a Twitter. Link down below. Give it a follow. Give it a hi. Check out what's going on. Most of my news and things that I found on like PTR and all these things, I always like post it there as well if you want to be up to date about these things. Instagram. Check pictures. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, until next time.